adventurers.
Good morning.
So yeah, we are back at our property here in Texas. We've had a lot of questions from y'all recently, like what the heck is going on here? Have we hired somebody else to finish the project? But maybe the biggest one is, have we abandoned our property?
And the answer to that is yes. Yes, we have abandoned the property.
Yeah, it turns out we kind of suck at this, you guys.
I feel like we should clarify a bit. We don't feel like we suck that bad at the building part of it, because what we built here, we're pretty dang happy with.
Oh yeah, this little cabin has withstood many a storms this summer and hasn't leaked, hasn't fallen over, nothing like that. We're just really bad at actually being here and building things.
Yeah. So we feel like we owe y'all a bit of an update on the property, so we're gonna fill you guys in on what's been going on, what's been on our minds, and what the future of this little project is.
We have officially owned this property for 1 year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And in that year, we've actually managed to do a lot out here. We got the land all cleaned up. We demolished that old gnarly farmhouse. We expanded and started working on this little cabin.
Yeah, and the cabin is actually coming along really nicely. Like, it is well built in here, you know? Every time we walk in, we're just like, oh, this is great. I can't wait to get more done.
And then we don't get more done, but we'll get to that. Yeah, we were on a roll there earlier in the spring, and then little Eric here decided to jump off of a ladder and break his rib.
I'm half sad and half happy that the camera wasn't rolling. I literally turned it off right before I climbed up the ladder and fell off of it. So you guys could have seen it, but I would have been 10 times more embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty bad.
One day they'll be able to plug into my brain and pull out the footage I have of him doing it.
But there were plenty of shots of me climbing up on wobbly ladders, so you guys can kind of imagine what it looked like.
Yeah, so unfortunately we had to take some time off for him to recover. He could barely move after that, and then we had some summer travels. So combine all of those things, and now it has been months since we've been out here.
And now that we are back out here on the property, we're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. There's just so much to do. The property is so overgrown out there. We just feel like we're having a hard time getting back into things, and we don't really even have all that much time right now anyway.
But on the plus side, we did come back and our property is a-okay. As you guys know, there were some devastating floods here in the hill country. Unfortunately, we were overseas when it was all happening. It was really hard to watch our community go through that. I know if we were here, we couldn't have stopped it or anything, but just to watch it from abroad, it was pretty heartbreaking. But we're back here, our property is okay, all of our friends in the area, their properties are okay.
But since we got back, we've been blown away by how everyone's been coming together to help everybody. I mean, there's all these food drives, there's donations at every single establishment that you go to. You can donate when you pay for stuff, so that's all been pretty nice.
Yeah.
Y'all, it is quite a shame that I ended up getting hurt because we were on a roll. We almost had this side done, and then we had 2 more sides after that to finish. We would have had this whole thing sided.
But that's what we're trying to do here now, is finish where we left off, get one thing completed. Okay, so what is actually going on with this cabin? We have a couple weeks before we have some more travels planned, so we would like to finish the siding, potentially paint the house, so that the outside is kind of done.
Kinda done.
Kinda done.
There's still a lot more to do out here, but at least then it'll feel a bit more complete.
Yet again, we have found ourselves in the peak of Texas summer. The heat is brutal and it's just gonna get worse in August. So we are not going to do much more than hopefully get the siding on.
Yeah, so we will be abandoning the project for a little bit longer.
Yes.
But then eventually we will be coming back to it. We will unabandon this project, dang it.
So our big goal with this, we love the renovation stuff. It is hard work, but we loved renovating Clementine and we wanted to do something a little bit bigger.
Yeah, so we had the bright idea to do a tiny house because it's like RV is small, house is big, tiny house is somewhere in the middle. But it turns out a tiny house is still a gigantic, very difficult project, especially when it's the first time you've ever done it.
Yes, and unlike the RV, this is not mobile, so we could kind of move around in the RV and still do projects on the road. With this, you have to be here in this one spot. We're realizing a stationary house and a traveling lifestyle do not mix very well.
But on the plus side, it is nice having a project that we can come back to and work on and work with our hands, because I think what happened is over time, before the RV renovation, we just got tired of constantly being behind a computer. And we're at the point where unless I'm editing, I am barely even on the computer. I am just tired of it. So we like being outside, working with our hands and having a project to come and work on if we can find the time to come back and actually, work on it.
Yes.
So that's a little window into our mentality with this project. We are still very excited to work on it, but hopefully we can find time before the end of the year to freaking finish it.
Yeah, and we don't want this to be a project where we're angry and frustrated most of the time, and that happens a lot when it's really hot and we're trying to squeeze in big projects in a small amount of time. So we're realizing the best thing to do is probably to step away for the summer and really dig into it in the fall.
Yes, and we are going to make sure we can allot enough time, like 3 to 4 weeks, because that's really all we need to mostly finish this project. There's not that much, too. It's a small house, you guys. That's a bunch of house wrap that we stuffed up into that soffit there. And that's because we were scrambling around after I hurt myself just to kind of close everything up because birds keep getting in there, wasps keep getting in there, all kinds of creatures. Yeah. Although we have yet to find one single scorpion inside this tiny house.
No, we found it in our mailbox, but not in the tiny house.
Well, we thought first things first, we should check the mail, and we were greeted by a nasty little scorpion. God, those things are freaky.
So for those of you who love our house renovation series, here we are, back at it. And for those of you who absolutely hate it, don't worry, we'll be back out on the road in no time.
It is funny, we like doing all this stuff and changing things up when we can, but some of you guys do not like it.
And you let us know.
But it is our life, so we are going to do whatever the heck we want to do, and you can watch it or don't watch it. It's up to you.
Yeah, but don't worry, we got house stuff. We got domestic stuff. We got more international stuff.
We've got some crazy stuff coming up, you guys, that we are insanely excited about. And that's why we can't stay here, because we love working on this, but then we have all this other stuff we really want to do too.
And behind the scenes, just FYI, we've had a lot of fun personal trips that we've been going on. Yeah. If it seems like we're kind of bouncing all over the place, it's because we are.
Yeah, we've been trying to film a little bit less. So a lot of times, like when we went down into Florida, we spent like a week with her family, but we only filmed that one little bit with them. We actually went to San Diego for my birthday, and a bunch of my friends came along, and we rented a little house, and we didn't film any of that, you know? So we're trying to film a little bit less, have a little bit more personal friend, family time, but still have awesome adventures to take you guys along with us on.
Very well said as always.
Whatever.
The question is, do we remember how to do anything?
How do you do siding again? I feel like we only just kind of figured it out, and then I fell off a ladder. Where do we start?
I'm gonna vote for down low. We'll save the ladder stuff for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we're gonna start on this wall over here.
Yeah.
So far, we're letting Allison get on the ladder. I'm not quite ready to get back up there. This thing keeps double firing. This is a brand new gun, and it works great in every single way, except every once in a while it double fires.
Gotta go like...
You gotta go real quick.
Real quick. At least this is the back of the house, right?
Sure. Now we'll fix it. Well, we managed to get some stuff done, but it started to get late in the day, and believe it or not, we ran out of drinking water, and we're too afraid to drink our well water because we haven't really got it tested or anything.
No, we had a whole gallon of water plus a couple elements, and we drank it all.
So we're gonna call it a day, head back into town to the little place that we've been staying in Wimberley, and probably cook up a little dinner.
Yes.
Much needed.
Do some much needed laundry as well. Ooh, somebody's at the door. I wonder who it could be.
Guess who's back? Back again. Carrot's back. And I'm friggin' hungry! That's right, y'all, the Hungry Root is back. And yes, they are once again partnering with us on this video.
You guys know that we are out and about all day, which means that we often forego going to the grocery store and get expensive and very unhealthy takeout food. That's why we love Hungry Root, because they deliver delicious food right to our door. They have over 15,000 recipes that can be made in 15 minutes or less. Dinner is served. Y'all, I was a little jealous that Eric always gets to wear the carrot costume. It feels pretty good. You know, I've been a carrot top all my life, and now I'm also a carrot bottom. Hungry Root focuses on higher quality ingredients. That means no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial sweeteners, and no preservatives. You can also customize your meal plans to your own diet and health goals. And as usual, we have a special discount just for y'all. For a limited time, you can get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Click the link below or go to hungryroot.com and use code EndlessAdventure. This hungry carrot approves.
All right, this is over. Probably take the beans van for a spin. do you think?
What, you mean vehicles don't enjoy just sitting in the dirt for a long time?
Well, at this point, it's been here for like over 6 months, and maybe we've opened it and looked inside one time.
Yeah, we should probably do something about that. Oopsie. Sorry, Alex and Emma. The keys.
Thank you. And open. Does this not work? Oh, it worked. There we go. See if we can get her started up. Does it have gas in it? It does. That old familiar sound. That's truly awful.
Nope.
Well, that's not great. Battery's probably dead. Duh. That was wishful thinking to think that it would start right up. Yeah, let's jump it. All right, we got the jumper cables all hooked up, and man, the daddy longlegs are out. We opened up the hood to the truck, and there's just a million of them living in the thing. You know, they're harmless, but they're very creepy because sometimes there's a group of like hundreds, maybe 1,000 of them.
And they all just vibrate and make a weird clicking sound.
Yeah, have you guys ever heard that? They tap their little body on whatever surface they're on, and it goes tick, 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 tick. It's very creepy. Let's see if this phoenix will rise. Oh, it has risen from the ashes of Arizona. They call it Phoenix, that's why I'm making all those references. I call it the bean machine. I think that's a lot funner.
All right, here goes nothing. I mean, it drove all the way down here with no problems.
But when a car sits for a while, you just never know.
You never know. And did we batten everything down? I don't know.
Well, we're just taking a spin around the block, so
yeah,
we'll be
we're not going far. We can walk back if we have to.
We're taking her nice and slow. We really don't want any problems because we're gonna feel responsible for it and have to fix it probably.
Yeah, but no lights, no dings, no nothing. The tires are inflated. All good.
Got a lot of crud up here though.
Yeah,
She needs a bath. Oh, there you go. That's one way to do it. Well, or not do it. That didn't do anything.
Whoops. It was a fun little adventure. Phoenix runs. Well, after we jumped it, all good. We've been putting that off and we felt really bad, so job good. And now we have to make that tiny house job good. Can we just drive their van around instead?
No. We got work to do, kid.
First things first though, we gotta put on our work clothes. All right, now we're ready to get stuff done. This outfit in particular, I like to call Hamburglar gets sentenced to manual labor.
Shouldn't your stripes be going that way though?
I guess so, but he doesn't get to decide his stripes on the inside, man.
We were about to put this piece on that goes over the window, but we realized we almost made a key error.
We didn't put a drip guard.
Yep, and that's this right here. We actually custom made all these. Custom cut them, custom painted them. But so according to the instructions, you have to put a drip guard over the window, which we have there, and then another one over the top piece of trim so that that's all protected. So that's where that goes. Show them how that works. So that's how it sits. So then you have your two pieces there and there. And then you put the siding around it.
Yep, and then the water goes nope, nope, to the ground.
Yep, and even if it gets behind it, it goes nope, because we waterproofed the heck out of this thing.
Oh, we did. There should not be a single drop of water. And I feel like we're pretty good at knowing how to keep water out, because that RV of ours, y'all, is perfectly dry inside.
Just when you think you're done with the zip tape, there's more to tape.
More, always.
So we installed that long piece that goes around the top trim on the window, but we got a little bit of a problem. This is how the next board fits on there, and that's too tight of a gap. You gotta have a 1/4 inch there at least. So we had to cut the littlest sliver out of this long piece, and we did it like so. And I actually took the time to put a little rip fence here so that I had a perfect cut, because I want that to look good. And then of course we have to start doing the angle there, starting with this piece. So we just put it up there, chalked a little line. That gave us our angle, and it should fit like a glove.
Like a glove.
That's our motto. Like a glove, you know, the 5th time.
Ish. A glove-ish. Oh, we're out of nails.
Last board. Dang.
I only needed like 2 more.
We have completely finished the back wall of the house. Now we are moving on to the front, and we have to cut around that weird window shape up there. It's definitely by far the weirdest shape we've had to do so far. How do we even figure this out?
I don't know. It kind of looks like a Rockstar lightning bolt or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. Check it out. Can you believe that I haven't been impaled by one of these sharp edges yet?
Keep knocking on fake wood that it doesn't happen.
There's still time to impale myself.
Yeah.
Guys, you got to be wondering what this brace is about. Well, I think I broke my finger. I didn't want to tell you guys because I'm embarrassed. I keep getting hurt.
He also twisted his ankle a few days ago.
I didn't show you that either. But you know, I twist my ankle all the time, so that's old news. This was actually done playing volleyball, though. And clearly I don't know how to play volleyball because I kept my hand open instead of like this, and it went and crunched my finger. I went to the doctor. He said it's not broken, but it hurts like hell, and that was 2 months ago, so I think it's broken. Either way, I keep banging it on stuff, so this is mainly just to keep me from banging it.
But you have been conquering your fear today. You have been up the big ladder a few times.
I think I'm more or less back to normal, but I'm being much, much, much more careful than I've ever been in the past. Oh yeah, that's what we call like a glove. We said that already, didn't we?
We say it, I feel like every time
Okay,
we
we should
film
probably
something.
limit that to once per video, huh? But this one is particularly like a glove. Alrighty then. It's hard to know where the friggin' studs are now. Everything's covered up. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is my favorite shape we've built yet. It can be like a stealth airplane. It can be a little clog for dancing. And then there's the old trusty spear or lightning bolt.
Could also be a rock and roll guitar or something.
That's true, but I'd have to be a lefty.
This also might be our most intricate cut yet.
It is, and it is also the second to last piece, so let's freaking put it on already.
Yes, it goes.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was gonna do a transition.
Oh, sorry. Okay, do it.
You could say your thing.
Oh, I was just gonna say. Luckily, it goes way up in that corner, so if it's horribly wrong, doesn't matter.
Now can I do my transition?
Yes, now
I don't
you
even know what I'm transitioning to, but I'm doing it.
We did it! Oh my gosh!
Well, don't tell them that we have a whole back wall that still needs to be done.
Yeah, but we're not gonna show you that because we've shown you enough siding, so we're pretending like it's done. We're done.
Yeah,
Woo!
we're moving on from this point forward. To those of you with a keen eye, you might notice that we kind of made a key error. I was really supposed to put a trim around this, and that is because our soffit boards need a hard edge to go to, and now they have a siding edge, which is obviously kind of wonky. We'll either have to cut it back and put a piece of trim in there, or come up with another solution. So.
Well, if we're cutting it back, you're cutting it back, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing, so I don't know these things.
I definitely should have known.
Oh.
Oopsie.
Well, now that you say it, it's so freaking obvious.
Yeah, it was fine on the back sides because the fascia board acts as the trim, but there it doesn't. So yeah, oopsie. Well, we managed to make a pretty good bit of progress. 2 full walls done. We still got the back wall and some other things we're gonna do for the siding, but next time you guys see us, that stuff is gonna be done, all right? Because we're gonna buckle down and just get it done so we can move on to painting the friggin' house.
We're gonna focus, but you guys, I am just over the moon that all of those intricate angled siding pieces are done forever in my life.
Because that stuff was complicated.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been so hard, but it's done, pretty much. And I guess so is this video.
I think
No.
that's it.
All right, goodbye, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.